I think it's inherent in who we are that we want to help others, period.
Hmm.
We want to help our clients. We don't want to say no. We have to learn to say no. And that's a whole nother rabbit hole we can go down.
Right.
What was interesting is that my transition from being in the business to letting go and managing the business, stepping out of the day to day, was a 13-month process. And I say that that came, again, from the permission slip that I was able to give myself. And that was through working with Steve, you
Sure.
guys. I mean, again, it was this community.
Yeah.
I just for a moment, there was a period of time where I was without coaching, without a group.
Hmm.
And what's amazing to me is that I felt, and this is the analogy I use, I was an untethered kite.
Yeah.
So I wound up wafting and feeling like, here I was back in my own head and,
Right.
consciously beating myself up. And when I got back into this group, it gave me the confidence again, but it was an elevated nuance, a new rendition of me. So having the opportunity to be able to step out of the day to day, oddly enough, Steve and I were at an event that he was speaking at, and he looks at me and he says, "Hey, you want to help me out with coaching?" And I looked at him like, am I not supposed to be getting out of the day to day of the business? And now you want me to work your business?
Right.
And it was like, wait a minute, how the hell did this figure out? But, obviously, because of our personalities and the
Yeah.
click and,
True.
the helping nature, I'm in. I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah. And the cigars and whiskey aren't bad either,
Yeah,
So
yeah, but just don't drink too much whiskey.
we
Or brown coffee.
yeah, Bubba's got some videos of us, so we don't want him sharing out there, right?
Yeah, they
We had a lot of
photobomb
fun.
all the time.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. So let me ask you, I mean, as you've kind of progressed through the coaching stuff and you're running the daily sales accelerator with us at the Rosenberg group and jumping on the coaching calls and being part of the community, what patterns do you see over and over again with struggling contractors?
Mindset and getting out of their own way,
Hmm.
affording themselves a permission slip to be able to do what's next.
Yeah.
And, there are a couple of folks in the group that have really taken that baton and run with it. Um, Matt Padron, for one. I mean, I
Yeah.
think if I was to say that he's the poster child for holy shit, get off your ass and go get it done. I mean, from the first conversations we
Yeah.
have to today, I am just, there you go, follow that lead.
It's the most gratifying when you see somebody do that too. If you've given them some feedback as a coach and then they go do it, you're like, whoa, they did it.
Yeah.
They implemented, but even more importantly, it worked. And
That's true
yeah,
of everything. Every time we do these daily sales accelerators, sometimes it feels a little repetitious that we're going down the
right.
same
True.
pathway, if you will.
Yeah.
But just as much as when I was at the last ground school event and, got 30 pages of notes,
Always learning.
um, well, again, it bubbles to the surface, right? So what makes sense for me today? It's the
Yeah.
same thing over and over and over again, but how much of this have I already implemented? And now I'm looking at something from a different purview and going, well, you know what? We're ready to involve that. We're ready to implement that. We're ready to have that conversation.
Yeah.
So there's only one way to scale, and that's by properly planning, setting goals, and attaining those goals diligently with a
Mm.
team.